Do a little fit check.
You
Do a
see
little.
me? You see me? This is this is it. Um,
They said, "How did you come up with that winning speech in such a short time?"
uh,
On
uh,
the dome,
that
we built.
was not back
I'm
off
just
the. I was I was doing something. I was doing a little something. I had to pretty much. I knew I had to give a wild speech because I thought I was gonna lose against Matt. So I knew I was gonna take Matt, and that if I take him, I thought I was gonna lose. So I wanted to give a crazy speech, to evoke emotion from the jury, so that if they watch it, then hopefully after I say my speech, they're at least it impacts them in a way. Vote for me. So that was why. Um,
that's good. Dude, I was in the audience, and dude, my jaw was on the floor. Like I was like, oh my gosh, this is a wild speech. Like I didn't even expect you to like everyone was like, bro, if he's gonna win, right? If he needs to be like own up to all his moves, he needs to like own up to be like that cutthroat player, right? And only being loyal to Matt. And I
mm,
was like, dude, you really lived up to that. Like I was like, holy cow, dude.
I, I was just saying what I was saying. I'm seeing some questions here too that aren't about my favorite rooms. Um, would you have targeted Corey if America didn't rat me out to blue? Now these are the questions they want. Absolutely. And me and Corey and America are super tight. I love them and everything. But on a game level, like I knew I needed them out of the house. And I wanted Blue out first, just because I knew she was also gonna come after me. And just looking at competition records and history, Blue had done better, especially on vetoes. And so I knew she was my target that week, and that's why like I told Corey in America, like, "Yo, I'm the invisible HOH," because I was gonna put Blue up, and the moment I put Blue up, Corey in America are gonna know that I'm the invisible HOH, because they know it's not them, and it's either gonna be, I mean, everyone just expected it was either me or Corey. The moment it's not them, it's me. So that's what I told them, and the moment Blue won the veto, I had to switch and even though they knew I was the HOH, I was like, look, I need to take this shot anyway because I know that they are extremely smart, and they're gonna take a shot at me too. So
That
I first.
um Kyle from the Ville said, "Why are you so handsome?"
Kyle, my boy.
Shout out. No, someone asked, why did you recreate the map video after Corey did it? Come on, speak up,
Speak
man. The
up,
people want to know.
speak up. The people want to know. I just thought it was so funny. I thought it was so funny. I saw Corey's video and I was literally dying laughing. I was like, nah, this is key. Like we gotta do this. I gotta recreate it. Because I saw Corey's video. I didn't even know Matt had a video. I just thought Corey just made a video first. And then I saw that Matt had a video and I was like, this is just hella funny. So then I recreated one. Are we in the same house right now? Who knows? Who knows? Um,
Someone said, are you going to the Apple Cup? For people that don't know what the Apple Cup is, that is, so we both went to UW, University of Washington. The Apple Cup is played against our rivals, WSU, Washington State University. Are you going to the Apple Cup?
I want to go. So we'll see.
Stay tuned.
We'll see. We'll see. Um,
Wait, Jugge,
wait,
someone asked, are you married? You're wearing a ring.
uh, I'm not married. I'm just wearing rings.
It was for the video. This was his fit for the thirst trap video that you guys saw.
Yeah.
Dude,
Clear. Clear.
I was
Right.
fully
That was a parody video. I'm not trying to post a thirst trap. Some people were like, "Yo, Jag," and I was like, "Relax." Like it's just going off of Corey and Matt's video. Um, let's see. If Mimi was to have stayed over Mama Fee, how do you think the end game would have ended? No different. Next question. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Like I feel like every little thing has an impact on the game. So it's like, who knows? Like if Mimi stays in, she wins the next comp. I heard now that she was going to target me and Matt. Maybe we end up, you know what I mean? Like it shifts a lot in the game. And now suddenly, like if that happens, if I win the veto or Matt wins the veto, you know, if somehow I'm safe that week or I keep myself safe, then she's my number one target and maybe somebody else is. So there's a lot of things that can change. But ultimately, I don't know. Mimi right before she left had an incredible performance at the veto competition. It was the BB exorcism one, the like haunted house we had to run around. I didn't get to play that, so I don't know like what exactly that was, but she took second in that and had like a really fast time, and I was like, okay, cool. Like Mimi is stepping up and she's stepping up hard, and now she has to go.
That's good. I mean, everyone had to go at some point, right? So, okay, this is a fun question that we haven't seen. What was your game plan before going into the house?
Well, the first thing was not get evicted, and then I messed up on that game plan. And so then I had to pivot and say, well, I already got evicted. Now what do I do? Now what I do? Because my plan was to just be good with everyone and be like, you know what? Everyone wants to take me to the end. That was not the case. Everyone was just like, yo, we don't trust Jag at all. And I would just be walking around. So, no, honestly, my plan was to have like an alliance with layers, and I tried to do that at the very beginning. It was me and Riley first, and it was like me, Riley, and like the Blue and Matt and Cam, and then outside of that, like America, Corey, Jared, and like have layers of alliances so that like we protect each other. But I'm always the center of that, and I'll be good. But that did not that pan out for me at all. You know,
Wait,
like it took.
Blue in here somewhere? Someone's saying hi, Blue. Can you check requests to see if there's anyone else that might have maybe requested to be in here?
Mm-mm.
Huh?
Yeah, no Blue. I don't see Blue.
Okay.
Yes, the Onion Alliance. How did that work out for you? Not very well, brother, or whoever. Obviously, it didn't work out well. I got cooked, and then that was that.
Guys, keep dropping your questions down below in that little bubble that has a question mark. We'll try to get to as many as we can.
Is Blue here? Um. Anyway,
Wait, DX just joined.
DX, what up, DX? How you doing? Um. What? What's the next question, Justin?
Sorry, I was reading comments. I'm one job.
Bro, get out of here! I'm about to kick you out.
One job. Wait.
What happened in the Nether region? Look, the Nether region was crazy and it was scary. So what happened is I got teleported into this very scary, dark place, and the Nether Gorgon was there. And I was safe that week, and that was that.
Wait, there's also a video that we made of what happened in the Nether region on Jag's Reels. So you can also find out if you go find that video in one of his posts.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Canada, dude?
Bro, get the insider scoop, bro. The
Wait, you've traveled
to Canada.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you've
brother, shout out. Thank
shout
you.
out, shout out.
Thank you to keep me humble every day. Shout out. Um,
um, so you've traveled a lot, right? You've traveled to a lot of different countries. What has been one of your
they,
favorite? Because you've talked about it on live feeds,
they
huh?
they asked me that in the last live. You
No,
must have not been there.
but there's new people in this one.
Oh shit. My favorite place I've traveled. Bro, are you just trying to talk to me? Like literally you just talking to me? Nobody is asking this. There's not a single
There's so
person that's
many questions.
there's nobody that's asking this. You're choosing the worst questions of all time, bro. I need to fire you so soon. This is wild. Will I ever go on live with America? Yeah, get her in here. Get Corey in here. I'm very down. Derek, love you. And how much am I paying Jazz for managing my social? He's always been such a good, selfless person, and he's been volunteering, right? And he always has been, and that's the best thing about him.
That's facts. Yeah, no, I'm not getting paid for this. I should be. How much do you guys drop? How much do you guys think I should be getting paid for this? Drop it in the comments
They're gonna
below.
say $750,000. Thoughts on Saria and Jared? They're related. Shit's crazy. No, I mean that shit was crazy. And honestly, if you think about that, like that's a huge advantage in the game. That is huge. Having someone in the game that you're related to, being the only one that like imagine, I mean, this would have never worked because everyone would have known that me and my brother are related. But imagine if me and him were in the game together, but like we looked very, very different. That would be crazy, right? Like me on one side of the house, him on the other side of the house, and we were just destroyed, like feeding each other information. Like nothing else would have mattered. Like win comps to help each other out, and then share information. Like that is the ultimate. That's wild. But
also y'all didn't include both of them in the alliance, so that's what screwed you guys up.
No, but like my thing is, how am I? I'm just supposed to know. I just walk in. I'm supposed to know. Like we made a random, like just an alliance, and we happen to have one like the son in the alliance and not the mother. You know what I mean? Like we were supposed to know that. Like there's no. That's
wait. DX asked. He said, "Do you think if you guys were both on BB, people would figure out that you guys were brothers?" Dude, people think we're twins
people
all the time.
Think that we're the same person. They would think we're being double.
That'd be wild.
They would say just one of them. It doesn't matter. They would flip a coin and say get any one of them out. They would not even be able to tell the difference between us.
Wait, there's some icons in this chat. If you guys want to join his live, request him. We can, add you in the live.
Wait, who here thinks that Sari played a better game after Jared left? Say yes if you think she did. Say no if you don't think so. I'm curious, and then I'm gonna absolutely cook.
So, Derek, we are not in the same room right now.
Flip the camera, he said. Yes,
dude, go hide.
Yes, everyone's saying okay. I see some no's. I see some yeses. Okay, so Jared left on day 58.
You still remember that?
Absolutely. Sari after that, Bowie was HOH, then I was HOH, then Matt was HOH. Look, I don't know because I haven't seen anything back. Haven't seen anything back for the whole season. But I truly think like she was playing a better game before the blow up happened in the have not room. I think after that it never mattered. After that, maybe that's just like from my perspective. Matt is here. What's up, Matt? How's it going? But like, literally, I don't think it before that. It was like she with 7 deadly sins and like for real, and like I don't know every.
No, she was in power, dude. And she was running the house.
But when that blow up happened and Jared and Corey were talking and like talked about every alliance ever, that's when, hey Matt, what you up to? After that, it really just
take your request. See if it requested.
No, he didn't request. You can join if you want. But yeah, after that, I literally think she was playing the best game pre then, which was day 43 that happened. After that, then what? You know what I mean? Like everyone knew Kat was out of the bag. She was in every alliance, and it just didn't matter. It literally just didn't matter anymore because I knew like I wasn't actually gonna work with her. I knew I didn't actually trust her anymore, and I knew that Matt was the person that I was gonna trust. Matt's the person I was rocking with, and then Matt and I started like we were like, okay, cool. Bowie became someone that we trusted, wanted to move forward with, and then it was figuring out who else can we move forward with, and who else is like the biggest threat to our game. And the way it happened is Cameron was a bigger threat to our game. Blue was a bigger threat to our game. Corey and America were bigger threats to our game. And so they needed to go. And that's why that happened the way it happened. You know what I mean? Like, it was not like, at least for me, like, I wasn't tricked into, like, oh, shit, like, Sari really convinced me. And that's why, like, she stayed until, what is it, Final Five that it was? Like, at one point, it was supposed to be at the double. Jared was supposed to go, and Sari was supposed to go the week after. Like, it was literally just going to be Jared and then Sari. And everyone I was talking to, everyone seemed to be very down for that. But after that, it was just like, yeah. Derek said, do you listen to your final speech instead of music when you work out? That's so funny.
No, fully. I listen to his final speech instead of music when I work out. um, someone asked if you could redo any comp, which comp would you redo?
Artifact stack.
Why that
That was,
one?
well, I mean, like I'm just talking like at the time. Like now looking back, I'll answer differently, but like at the time, Artifact Stack was the comp where I was on the block next to Blue, and Red beat me. And I took second. And so that one, I was like, damn, dude. Like, I really wanted that one. But other than that, like, at this point, I don't know. Like, things worked out really well. That comp right before, like, where I was against Bowie Jane and lost in the tiebreaker, I like second guessed myself. Like, my first answer would have won me the HOH, and then I got rid of it like last second and changed it, and then I lost the HOH, and I was like, damn, dude. But yeah, let's see.
What would your so would your answer now be that the one that you did with Bowie Jane then?
Yeah,
What,
I mean, because I think everything else worked out in a way. Like, I'm really thankful for that I actually didn't win Artifact Stack now, because the power happened. Matt used it on me, and that solidified something between me and Matt, that even though we were boys and even though we were working together really like closely, that solidified the Minutemen alliance. And I don't think without that, it really been that. Like, it maybe would have, but that's something that was like, all right, this is it. Like, that happened. I was like, he is my boy. Like, now I know fully, like, the one person that I'm staying loyal to, and there's no questions asked. So I think it worked out that way.
someone said, "What's your favorite color turban to wear?"
I think it depends by day, but right now it's any turban that I didn't have in the house. Because the ones that I wore in the house, like, I wore a lot. But wait, let me show you. I have this one. I like this color a lot. I was wearing this the other day. It's like sky blue. What would you call this? I like this one.
Yeah.
Someone asked, why did I betray blue so bad? Because that's the name of the game. Next question. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I knew blue was going after me because this is okay. Here's the context. Blue, I was gonna get blue out. I knew like weeks before that blue had to go. I was never gonna go to the final three with blue. And that is because there was a conversation me, Blue, and Matt had, and it was in the have not room. And she was sitting there talking about how her and Corey were talking. And Corey in that conversation said how Matt was playing the best game. And Blue then said, oh, well, I don't agree. I think, Jag, you're playing the best game. And in that moment, I realized, like, wow, that is the greatest compliment I could get in this game. And two, that is the dumbest thing for anyone to say out loud, because what it made me realize is, if you think I'm playing the best game, there's no chance you're gonna want to sit next to me in the final two, which means there's no chance you're gonna want me even in the final three and even give me a shot at the final HOH, which means there's no chance you're gonna do it at the, you know what I mean? Like, you can keep going back from there. It's like the moment you have the chance to take a shot at me, you're gonna take it. That's what it made me realize. So I was like, thank you for saying you think I'm playing the best game, and now you have to leave.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it was literally like, and now I have to evict you. So thank you for that compliment, but
Yeah.
you are now a target for me. And so that was that. Yeah, Blue was gonna put me and Matt up. Yeah, she confessed it. Like, before her eviction, she straight up said, like, yo, I was gonna put you and Matt up.
Yeah.
And so, and that's why, like, part of it, guys, it's also like, okay, yeah. Obviously I was loyal to Matt. I was not loyal to anyone else. Like, I did play cutthroat. I did make people think that, like, I was good with them, but everyone was gonna cook me too. Everyone wanted me out. Blue, if she was in power, would have gotten me out. Corey said how he was gonna get me out. America would have gotten me out. Sari definitely wanted me out. Felicia definitely wanted me out. Mimi talked about how she wanted me out. Like, go down the list, guys. Cam wanted me out. Cam got it was under Cam's HOH that I was, like, evicted. You know what I mean? Like, every single person wanted me out. Like, at that point, like, I don't have remorse for the game I played. Like, people have to leave. They're trying to target me. I just, like, it just happened to work out the way it worked out, because I was aware of that. Like, everyone was just.
That's true.
Someone said,
Okay.
Alyssa said, you're yelling at us like we're the jury.
That's what I was gonna ask you. The next question is, are you excited about the wiffle ball league?
I am excited. I've never played wiffle ball before. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that'll be cool. Riley is bartending right now. Matt said that. Nice.
Matt also said that once he gets a better phone, he'll join lives.
Matt, it's okay. You can join. You've done lives already with your phone.
He does.
Let's see. Interest in other shows. I've gotten a lot of questions about this. If I would do the Amazing Race, if I would do the challenge, if I would do Survivor, all of that. The answer is yes. If I have the opportunity, if they invite me back, I'm super open to that. And yeah, because I loved Big Brother. It was a wild time, 100 days, like, comp, stressful. You don't know who you can trust, but I knew that's what it was going in. You know what I mean? I didn't think it was just gonna be like this easy game and that's that. So I'm super open to doing other challenges, other shows like the challenge and other things. But yeah,
Did you
petition join the live.
say that again?
Someone said a petition for Matt to join the live. Matt, join if you want, please.
We're watching. All right, Jag's watching requests. So if you want to join, you can, man. I think you can have 3 people in a live.
Matt said, oh, okay, people, I'm just going to say this out loud because I see Matt is talking about it too. Because people were like, Jag, I can't believe you posted that thirst trap video. Like, you're not a good friend to Matt. Like, you're bullying him. You're like, dog. That was literally just funny. And Matt is so cool about it too. Like, because I just see that right now. He said he loved Corey's video, best laugh that he's had in a while, and Jag topped it off. Like, I straight up, like, FaceTimed him, and we were laughing about it. Like, it was hella funny. But yeah.
Wait, here, if you're free, you should join the live. You should check if there's a request from Hira. That's a first sick on Big Brother Canada. Worlds colliding, dude. That'd be crazy.
Wait, that is wild.
I can't see any requests coming in. I think you only can. Can you see requests? Do you see them out?
Yeah, I don't have any. So, but yeah. What are the other?
Levi asked, Jag, why didn't the Tingers Alliance last?
The what?
The Tingers Alliance.
What was the Tingers Alliance? Oh, when it was just the four of us left, it wasn't a handful. It was just the four of us.
Yeah.
That was never gonna last. Come on now, that's crazy. Hey, and Matt also said it. Oh, hi Brittany, love you. Matt said okay. Matt said he wants everyone to remake the thirst trap and tag him. Everyone remake it. I just think it was so funny. Matt is such a legend for that. And Corey's so funny for making that too.
Corey, let it be known, Corey was the first to recreate it. So Corey did start it. And then we thought it was hilarious.
Funny.
I was fully mouth breathing next to Jag while he was making that video.
I was like, how am I supposed to do this?
Someone said, Jazz, what was the worst moment for you watching your brother in the house? All of them. All you played a terrible game. I'm just kidding. No. Worst moment truly was probably the eviction thing because that was the week of my sister's wedding. Hi, Brittany. That was week of my sister's wedding. And it was just it was a lot going on because I was like helping manage his social media, helping manage, my sister's wedding week and stuff. And then he got evicted. But then we tried to stay positive because CBS was going to try to fly him out for the wedding and then he could go to the reception and stuff like that. So they were willing to like work with us on that stuff, which was super dope. And very
Matt,
huh?
Superhero. I said, in comes the superhero Matt and saves my ass. Absolute legend.
So we had to make a goated video for Matt for doing that. So yeah, that was probably the worst moment to watch. Hi, Chloe. So that's Chloe's Riley's sister.
Which one of you? Hi, Chloe. Wait, Chloe joined?
No, yeah, Chloe's in there.
Hi, Chloe. Which one of you are Jag? I've seen a lot of people asking who's who. I don't know.
Just question, you'll find out.
And like, it's a Big Brother composition, and you're gonna have to figure out who's who. So funny.
He has not. I have not rewatched the season yet. People are asking me if I'm just kidding. I'm not Jag. I'm Jag. Me. We should flip. We should flip. I should start answering
questions. Like the whole point. You're like, I'll look at questions. And then you're like, ha ha ha. What's your favorite room in the house? Ha ha. Like, bro.
We'll for sure do a live later then. I get that. We'll do a live later. Let's see. Okay, let me get you more questions. If you guys have more questions, ask in the little question box thing down below.
Dylan asked, who's your favorite Big Brother player other than yourself? First of all, I'm not my favorite Big Brother player. I'm not. I trust me. But I love the Hitmen. I watched them. That was the first season that I watched. So just for nostalgia, like that's always been like a special season for me. So Derek and Cody are dope. I love them. And a lot of how I watched that season before I came into Big Brother because I wanted to like resemble their gameplay. And that's like Matt and I have the Minutemen, and that's sort of like inspired from the Hitmen as well. I loved both of their games. Cody was winning so many times.
We watched BB19 too before you went in.
Yeah, we watched like BB20. Like we watched like I've seen a lot of them. I love a lot of like players, but for me that season and the Hitmen are just legends. But yeah.
Someone asked me what's
Oh,
one you would have done, huh?
oh, nothing. Brittany said 16 was also the first season that she watched.
Yeah. Someone asked me what's one thing you would have done differently than Jag. Not get evicted.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I would have changed. Anything you could change about your game? Yeah, not leave. Are you guys right next to each other doing this live? I'm not gonna tell. I'm gonna snitch on myself.
Just don't move your phone. I won't move my phone to the left. You won't
What?
move it to the right. Just don't move it, dude. Just don't move your phone.
Okay, I won't.
Okay. That way they can't tell.
Fully nobody here. Fully nobody here.
Fully no one here.
Nobody. Um.
Oh man. Oh, someone said, Jazz, do you think you could hang on the spinning disc longer? Dude, they set a record for that. Do I think I could hang on longer? No. No. That was crazy.
That's so funny.
What'd you say?
Someone said the definition of sharing a brain cell. Me and you. Keep going. What did you say?
I said no. You guys set a record. The fact that you and Blue held on for like over 2 hours, like that's insane. That's a new record in spinning discs for like the spinning, the slime, the hitting, all that stuff. And so no, I think I could hang on longer? I don't think so.
Someone Simi asked, why'd you act so devastated when you got evicted if you knew you were staying? It's
What?
the name, baby. It's the name because I was playing brother and I hacked. Who would win the mimosa contest, Jag or Riley? Not a question. I would win it easy, hands down. Next, what's the mimosa comp though? I don't know.
Uh, what is this?
Hi, Jasmine.
There you go. I was waiting for you to see that one. Let me try to find another question for you. When did you at hashtag asked, when did you realize you would need to take ownership at finale of the that you needed to take ownership at finale of the cutthroat game you played?
When did I realize I needed to take ownership? I knew I was I knew going in, like if I make it to the final two, sitting at the mat, I had to take ownership. Like I knew weeks in advance because it was, if I sit next to Matt and I don't take ownership of playing cutthroat, which I know I did, then I'm not going to get any votes. Like I can either shy away from my game or I can just own up to it. And so I was like, whatever, I'm going to own up to it and hopefully I can sway some people because I thought I would have Cam's vote. I thought I would have Blue's vote. And I thought it was a gamble, but I thought Bowie after my speech and I don't know, I really wanted her vote and that would make it a 3-4 vote. And so I knew that I had to get one more vote somehow if I get Bowie's vote and if I have Blue and Cam's vote. So I was like, all right, let's rock with that. And how do I get one more vote? I'm going to yell at them.
Don't say that. People already think you're speaking.
Clip it. They're going to clip it, put it on Twitter.
Post it everywhere.
He's a villain. He's a villain.
No, you were just passionate. Well,
that and like, guys, if you've seen other, like I've seen other seasons of Big Brother and I've seen people lose at the very end, and the difference could be that speech, right? Like I've seen people that I thought played an incredible game and then they lose at the end because they don't own up to their game, or they're still worrying about jury management. And at that point, I wasn't worrying about that anymore. I was like, dude, I'm in too deep. Like I can't worry about jury management. I just have to worry about these votes somehow. And I just gotta say it how
I
it
mean,
is.
like you were telling me, and a couple other people, you were just like trying to, make people consider the vote. Like just be like, oh my God, wait, he did do a lot. Like evoke emotion and just rattle them so they like consider voting for you. Um, and I mean, if that was your goal and you fully knew going in that you were gonna lose, that really like I think it makes sense the speech that you made.
Yeah, you know, I had to do something.
That's true.
Is what it is. Was it hard to cut American story? Um, yeah, I mean, look, in a game sense, I knew it had to happen, and also for Blue and also for Cam as well. But game sense had to happen. On a personal level, it is difficult because I'm spending a lot of time with these people. Like, imagine like 100 days you're with these people 24/7, hanging out with them, and you actually form relationships with them. Like they're actually my friends, all of that. And so it is difficult on a personal level because after they leave, like you feel that in the house. Um, but it was, yeah, it was tough. It was tough on a personal level, but I had to. I knew if I didn't, they were gonna cut me, and we just had to play the game.
Yeah. Wait, did you see Brittany's comment?
No, I did
The
not.
bottom line, you're in the final two. Say whatever you think you need to say. It wasn't aggressive. You told them your game and walked away with 750K. Pretty sure it worked.
Shout out Brittany. Thank you. Thank
The
you.
support. Wait, someone keeps saying why did you call America India? Jigga, why'd you call her India?
I never did. That's not me. That's you, brother.
So she was just calling me Jag. So we had a joke, and so I started calling her India because I mean it's another country, and it's a country that came to my mind. So I'm calling her that. I could have called her anything, but I ran with India. Her contact name is India Lopez in my phone. So I am sticking to it now,
Mm-hmm.
and I do hate her. I'm just kidding, dude. How people are gonna clip this? No, I don't. I don't.
Wait, what happened? Okay. This OMAC Wi-Fi. Hey,
It's
relax. Uh, have I seen the Unreliable Steve edit? I have. I thought it was so funny. Unreliable is honestly probably the funniest alliance. Like I had so much fun hanging out with them the whole time. Um, but yeah, let's see.
dude, the unreliables. Like anytime, like on Twitter, people would start tweeting out about
Keep
What'd you say?
going. Keep going.
Anytime anyone would tweet out about the unreliables, I would literally run and just throw on the feeds, like if they weren't already up, because you guys were so fun to watch. Like it was so funny. You guys' humor just vibed, and you would all just go off of each other. It was so hilarious. The unreliables deserved an edit in the episodes, but didn't get it, which I was sad about.
And
But
it was just so
but
funny. I saw some question.
fans are making edits,
Okay,
so that
that's how you know. Which pre-juror would you have wanted to stay longer? That is tough. Dude, there's so many people. Obviously, like Riley. I mean, that's going really like early in the game. I wanted Riley to stay. Like I fought really hard for her to stay. Obviously, it didn't work. But other than Riley, surprisingly, Red. And Red and I never worked together, and that's why it's probably a weird answer. And I think Red would have targeted me, and I would have targeted him if I had the chance. It's a terrible answer, but I think that's because he was really, really loyal, and he is someone that I think I could have worked with. If he would have made it just a few more weeks, we could have worked together. Also, when Mimi left, like I had so much fun hanging out with Mimi, like personally. In a game sense, absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Could not talk to her and get her to work with me at all. Go back, watch everything, check the live feeds. Do you know how hard I tried to work with Mimi? Over and over, I would talk to her and be like, Mimi, I think we can work together. And she'd be like, that's such an interesting point. And I'd be like, Mimi, we can move forward there. And she'd be like, wow. So, a lot to consider here. And I would be like, what the hell? Who are you working? Like, literally could not get her to talk game at all. The first time she ever mentioned a name and started talking game was when she was on the block about to get evicted. And she found out that the votes were now flipping against her. And she sat with me in like the have not room. She's like, so I'm hearing things are changing. And I was like, yeah, they are. And then even then she wasn't mentioning names. I was like, well, here's my concern, Mimi, is that like I don't think you would protect me. Like, why would I go out of my way to protect you if you won't even tell me who you're gonna target? You just keep saying it's not you. Like, what does that give me? And then it was like so, and then she was like, okay, fine. If I were to win, I would put up Cam and Bowie. And then after that, I would target Corey and America. And I was like, it took you this long to tell me, 4 days to talk to me, like, and say names. And I was like, nah, this is wild. And I was like, also, you said the wrong names to me. I was like, these are not the names that I wanted. Because the one thing that I wanted to confirm that she did confirm in that conversation is that she's really close to Blue. They had been forming a relationship that week. I didn't want that because Blue was going to be someone that I wanted out. Blue and Cam, incredible competitors. I knew that they were going to gun after me, and Blue and Cam were getting close. Now suddenly, if Mimi is in that mix, now it's 3 of them, and now you know what I mean. I was like, I can't have this like forming, so had to get her out.
Facts. That's facts. Ikjot is in this live. What up, Ikjot?
What up, Ikjot? Um,
I'm fully not doing my job.
Ask me, Brianna, Steakgate. Was it really an accident eating her steak? So it actually was an accident eating her steak, but if I could go back and do it again, a million times out of a million, I would do it. It was the best steak I've had. Like the steak quesadilla hit so hard. I thought it was so funny. And then I realized Mimi wanted me and Matt out. She was going to put us up after that little stunt we pulled. Still worth it. Sometimes you got to play with your heart. And that was the steak, playing with our stomach.
Ikjot said, I'm your biggest fan, no cap. Thank you, Ikjot. We're your biggest fan.
Thank you. Jag, what's your pinned Kandola from near Jalandhar?
Are you still waiting for the slip inside?
Dog, I'm telling you, and I probably seem like such an idiot. I was waiting for so long for a slip inside. I thought I would have that comp. I'm like, I longboard. I'm like, I feel like I'm agile enough to like, I have a good balance because I longboard. I was like, okay, cool. Like, this is it. I guess Sweaty scrimmage was slip and slide. So
that's facts.
Who ate my steak?
Were you scared to be on Big Brother and live TV? Okay, instead of that, how did you feel when you found out you were going on to Big Brother?
Wait, what was the first question?
Were you scared?
Fairly different question.
It was like, were you scared to be on Big Brother? Just like, what emotions were you to go on Big Brother?
I did the part of the question. Like, I think it is. It's like it's a huge. Man, how do I explain this? It's such a unique experience, right? Like going on to Big Brother. Most of the emotions I felt were like super positive, like excited to go on there, like can't believe it. It's my dream to be in the BB house, all of that. But also there is that like scary feeling like I was worried, like, what if I'm the first one evicted from the house? What if people don't perceive me well? What if people, like all those questions were very true, especially because going in, I was thinking a lot about a lot of bigger things outside of just like playing the game and trying to win. It was like, well, I want to represent myself and my community in a certain way, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, that was the main thing that I was thinking a lot about. And yeah.
Someone asked, how scary was the one comp when you guys were hiding outside and the big monster was chasing you?
Nether Gorgon.
Yeah.
I mean, it was scary more so because it was the second HOH comp and we didn't know what was gonna happen, who's gonna win. So I was scared. Yeesh, I might get evicted. It wasn't an act like the set was really cool. Like the everything, like y'all saw, like super cool. Nether Gorgon, massive. Dude's like 9 feet tall walking around. But yeah, it wasn't actually super scary. Someone said, give us the good questions, Josu. Yeah.
Okay, who's your celebrity crush?
Is that I don't think that's the good questions that they want. I also don't know who my celebrity crush is.
Okay.
Are there game?
Yo,
These are as questions. They really are.
someone has said, would you move out of Omaha?
Oh, oh my God. Alyssa said, can't remember that.
Wait. Okay, this thing is so hard to filter through these questions that people are dropping. I don't even know how to. Honestly, guys, just drop your questions
Someone, if
in
you
the ad
could evict
comment.
me, would you? I absolutely would.
Do what?
And I wouldn't either. Who's it? Plubdini 1983. I would fully evict you.
Um,
Shout out Sai. What up? What up?
y'all drop your comments in the add a comment thing now so we can just see them as they come up.
Thoughts on Blue keeping Jared's secret. So this is actually super interesting because I understand why she did. However, I'm thinking about this now. She could have used that to build trust with me. I think if she had come to me in the house, like Jared was out, right? Like Jared left. It was the right? Like if she had come to me with that secret and said, like, look, I want to tell you this, it probably would have built a lot of trust. Like I would have trusted her a lot more and been like, wait a second. And maybe I like rethink, like, I don't know, maybe I go further with her. She's trusting me a lot. Maybe she won't actually take a shot at me. And it could have shifted like me targeting her versus not targeting her. So I honestly think that's a missed opportunity on her part. Because what did she gain by not sharing that secret, especially after Jared left, right? Like Izzy was gone, Jared was gone, Sari was there. So she gained Sari's trust. That's it. But if she shares that secret with me, she could potentially gain my trust or, Matt's trust. And like it solidifies something where she's in a better position in the game. So if I were her, that would be something that I would have seen as like, this is a golden opportunity right now for me to start working with I think could be targeting me. And obviously at that point, we were working with a lot of people. We had started doing well in competitions, and the most important thing for her would have probably been to be like solid with us, and that would have built trust. So, yeah.
Are you seeing are you seeing comments at all? I'm not seeing any come in.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, mine froze for some reason or something.
No, I'm seeing them. I'll just see it. Like, yeah, I think she was trying to gain Cerie's trust, but like at that point, I guess it is you have to make the decision like how do you want to move forward in the game? She chose that she wanted to keep Cerie's trust, which isn't right or wrong. I just think it is an opportunity. Like she chose to make that decision. I just think, from my perspective, it could be a missed opportunity for her. Because had she told me that, I think it would have changed my mindset a little and I would have actually trusted her more. But yeah.
Facts. Yeah, I'm not seeing any comments come in, dude. I'm useless right now. I'm just mouse reading over here.
Yeah.
Are we,
Yeah. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Blue wasn't gonna go after me until the bitter, bitter end. Not true.
wait, at one point, Blue told you to your
She
face.
no. So to clear this up, um, everyone was going to put me up, including Blue, and not like, oh, eventually you have to put everyone up because that's the game. Like literally, if Blue would have won the HOH, she would have put me up. She told me this. She literally word for word told me.
Y'all
Um,
were in the scary room,
yeah,
I think, when she.
she put me and Matt up. So, um, yeah, yeah.
Wait, is our internet bad? We are not in OMAC, y'all. But you know, mine might be bad.
Let's see. Mama Fee here. What up, Mama Fee? Hi.
Chris
Um,
joined.
what's up? What's
And
what question? Oh, you don't see any questions, huh?
I do now. I do now. Wait, I'm gonna do the
Is
classic.
Mama Fee trying to join?
Is she in here? Check.
Dang.
I'm glitchy. Dang. Am I still glitchy?
Request to join.
Oh, she's
Hi,
there. Hi, Felicia.
Mama Fee. Do you want to join? You can join if you'd like. You can just request to join, and I can add you. If not, that's cool too. But yeah, what were the other questions? Would I have kept Jared and Cerise secret or used it to get them evicted? If they had shared that with me, I would have kept it. Cause guys, like this, like that's a big secret to
Wait,
have. And
wait. She's saying, how do I join? So down below,
um,
there's this camera thing that has a plus, I think is what it is. I can't see it, but off of memory, it's like a plus thing. If you click that, you can hit request. Okay, go ahead and answer.
answer questions.
That
Like if Jared and Cerise had told me that, I would have kept their secret because that's a huge show of trust, right? Like you have to build off of trust in this game and like people showing you that they want to work with you. And that's why like Matt saving me was the ultimate sign of that trust. And that's why I'm saying I'm happy things worked out the way they did. I'm happy that I didn't win the veto and save myself that week. And instead it was Matt because then it showed me that act of trust. And I was like, cool, now I'm going to rock with you. Like now I know this. In the same way, if Jared and Suri had come to me and said like, yo, by the way, this is a huge secret. We want to let you in on this. I would have rocked with them as well. Like I would have rocked with them till the end.
okay, but so you would have never tried to split them up, even if they were trying to come after you?
I mean, if they're coming after me, that's different. Oh, I can. I think Mama Fee requested. I'm gonna accept.
Right, go on.
That's different. But like at that point, what I'm assuming is like they tell me this because they trust me and want to
Yeah.
work with me. So I rock with them. What up,
Hey
Mama Fee?
guys, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Not bad at all. It's a little bit later here than there.
How many hours ahead are you?
3, so it's like 10:18 here.
Oh my
Not too late, about the same time I'd be complaining about going to bed in the house.
God, that's so funny.
But go ahead, keep talking, Jack. I'm listening.
You listen. You can chime in too. We're just kind of answering questions. The question I was just answering right now was if I had known Jared and Sari were related, like if they had told me, would I have kept that secret? And what I said is yes, but
Yes.
primarily, and obviously the whole game would have changed had I known that. Had they came to me and told me, the whole game would have been different because my relationship with them would have had to been different for them to even tell me. It would have meant that they trusted me enough to come to me and tell me, and that means I would trust them too and then rock with them.
Right.
Right? So it's not like, oh, they were working against me and trying to get me out in this game. Well, yeah, but in this other universe where they tell me, it's probably because they trust me. But what are your thoughts?
I think the same thing. Clearly, they didn't trust me enough to tell me because, well, Izzy knew right off the bat. So automatically it forced her into this three-way alliance that they could, none of them could get out of. They never told me that, but I knew something that shifted because I connected with Sari on day one and also with Jared on day one, but never had the connection that they were mother and son. But about 3 weeks in, I realized that he seemed closer to her, and I couldn't figure out what happened, and it never registered that that was a mother-son duo. If they had told me that, that would have made the game so much easier, and that's a secret I would not have told. I know I did a lot of talking, but I knew what to talk about and what not to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. When you joined, a lot of new people joined, so I'm gonna really quickly clarify.
There's
Jag,
two Jags in the live.
there are not two Jags in the live because this is a pre-recording of Jag, and then that one's actually Jag.
Everybody, that's Jag's brother, and they look like they're identical twins, but they're really not.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
That is too funny.
We are not twins.
Melissa, you rewatch anything yet?
I've watched the first 2 episodes, and that's actually all I've watched.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of live feeds because Dwayne did a lot of recording. You know, I was just on the phone with my nephew, and he was saying, Auntie Felicia, man, we were yelling at the TV, cussing at the TV, saying, no, they're lying to you. I've had so many people saying, why didn't you figure out that all these people were just, I said, that's the game. So you don't know. I said, you only know the conversations where you're in the room, and you don't know what goes on behind the scenes unless somebody tells you. I said, so I didn't know about Sari and Jared. I said, I kept trying to figure out how to get us back, and I couldn't figure out how to get us back to that trust again. A lot of them even said, man, Jag and Matt really threw you under the bus. I said, I knew kind of, I said, I actually still knew that I was closer to Jag than I was to Matt. I said, and I really trusted that because I knew that Jag was the one that was running things. I knew that Matt was going to do what Jag basically wanted him to do. So I knew I had to kind of cement my something with Jag, knowing that Sari was closer to Matt. So that much I was able to pick up on, even through the midst of all the crazy in the house.
Yeah.
I really wish, when I went out, Julie said to me, she said, you almost had him convinced. I said, I did. I said, but I just got tired of talking. I said, and I feel like if you can't trust me by now, I can't do anything about that. And I felt like I got tired of saying, you got to believe me. I'm not lying to you.
Yeah. No, yeah, especially like in the last few weeks too, like you would like come and like give me information, like things that I would have never known otherwise. And I know that helped a lot too.
Yeah.
Where we would talk, and we talked about that. It was like, that was something that like we knew Sari and Matt were really close. And then it was like, all right, cool. Like you and I were close.
Right.
Yeah.
I was trying to feed you information because I said, I got to let Jag know. I said, and I know he's going to think I'm crazy. He's probably going to think I'm lying. I said, but I got to feed him this information because if I can get him to really trust me, I said, then we can make some things happen. I said, because Sari is feeding me a whole lot of information, and she never knew she did, because he was coming to her telling her, because when you'd hold a conversation, in fact, she told me that you came to her and said, Mama Fee came and told me this. Is that true? So then she was mad at me, and I figured she knew. One day I actually, just based on a couple of comments she made, because she said, yeah, you keep running upstairs telling your boy a whole bunch of information. I didn't even respond. But I knew then she knew. But I didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you Felicia, have you seen the video of Matt and then the Corey did and now Jag posted?
No.
Okay. You need to watch it, and you need to recreate it.
So watch the video I posted, like like after this. Watch the one Corey posted.
Wait, I'll text them to you. Text them. We'll text them.
Yeah, send them to me.
send them to you. People are requesting that you do the video. It it would be too funny. And so we'll see. We'll talk
Okay.
about it.
Okay, send them to me. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, me, at nighttime I get tired. My energy's in the morning.
Don't commit yet. You gotta see the video first before you commit to the video.
Okay. It might be crazy, huh?
No, commit to it. It's just bold. I'm gonna be as bold. That's the one thing about her. Okay, she's.
I'm daring. I'm bold. I don't care.
Oh, people are gonna love that. If you did that video, people are gonna love it.
Okay. I'll look at them and see.
That's so
So
funny.
how have you been, Jag? You staying busy, I see.
Yeah. It's been busy. It's I'm sure like you feel similar where it's like just the adjusting outside the Big Brother house has been.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like hang out with family and friends and all of that, but there's still a lot of like interviews and the press, like all of that side of it still keeps me busy.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about you? How have you been?
I've done a lot of cameos and stuff, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
People are, I was in Costco yesterday, out today. Everywhere I go, people are walking up to me saying, Mama Fee. So I'm getting ready to trademark my name now,
Yeah.
Mama Fee. I'm getting ready to get a trademark for that.
Good.
And just see where it takes me. But a lot going on. I mean, I don't have any media or anybody calling me or trying to contact me, but it's mainly just from these followers online where I'm trying to stand up some stuff. I'm going to start a podcast shortly.
Ooh.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Do you know about what yet? You don't have to reveal it. You don't have to reveal it, but if you want to, do you know the theme of it?
Well, I think what I actually really want to do is have it where it's very broad and do it once a week, have people send me questions, and I'll pick like 5 questions out of everything that's sent to me and decide this is what I'm going to talk about today. So I'm just going to let the audience give me ideas on what they want to get information on.
Wow.
That's fun. That's so fun.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do once a week, I'm going to do cooking. So Dwayne's already gotten me this where I'm going to have, be able to have the tripod and all that. Where I'll be in the kitchen and I'm going to cook cook a meal once a week, live.
Oh,
That's
that's fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm just going to, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because, anything, if it starts feeling like a job, then it's like, no, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's true. You really got to do what you enjoy, right?
Yes. I want, as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm going to stay with it. The minute it becomes overwhelming, it's like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. Then, it'll be time to put it down and move on, or just, I guess I have to manage it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you have a name for it? Yeah.
I haven't. I've thought of a couple of different things, but I haven't decided completely yet. I'm waiting to get with somebody. I really want to create a website where people can order T-shirts and stuff. Faith of a mustard seed. Come on, God. Now you just said something. I want to be able to do something like that. But I'm trying to get my niece's husband does branding, so I'm trying to get him to create a brand, something with that faith of a mustard seed that I used to do with my fingers. And so I got a lot of different moving pieces, and so I got to bring it all together.
Yeah, that's gonna be so cool.
Yeah,
you have so many iconic lines. You have so many things that like people loved you, like you know what I mean, like that they love seeing you for, you know what I mean, like your personality and all of that. So that'll be really cool.
Yeah.
I see people asking, are you and Mama Fee friends now?
Yes.
Yes.
Me and Jag are friends. Me, Jag, and Jazz. We are friends.
We've been friends. And yeah, we've talked already about a lot of stuff, and we're completely good. We're friends.
Yeah, I regardless of the goofy stuff that said, I still always felt a genuine connection with you, Jag.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
That's why I was able to just stay with you. I kept coming to you because I just really felt a genuineness with you, and that hasn't left. So I know a lot of stuff was said in the game, and after a while I had to tell Dwayne I don't want to see any more live feeds because I don't want to get upset with people. I said I realized that a lot went on because of the game, but
Yeah.
you said at some point you still had to really trust just people for who they are, and so
Yeah.
I have a connection with you, and I want to keep that connection.
No, that's really sweet. People are asking, just to clarify, Jag and Felicia did talk and did have a one-on-one conversation. Jag did apologize. They're good. It was a private conversation, and they've decided they want to keep it private.
Yes.
We're gonna respect that. And so that's why we haven't made anything public or anything like that. So just putting that out there so everyone knows.
There you go. There you go.
You go.
There
Yeah.
you go. Wait, okay. Also, my phone died,
Oh,
so I have to
you
hop
don't.
out of the live.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop out. You guys continue.
Everyone's been waiting for you to leave.
I know.
They're like,
You
who
think-
is this third
They're like,
guy?
wait. Okay, so I'm gonna hop out. I'll probably lurk in Jag's live near him.
Will, aka Pat. I see your.
So, Felicia, I will send you those videos. I'll text you
Okay.
those before my phone dies, so you know what you're getting yourself into. Okay.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yep. I'll talk to you very soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Have a good night,
You
Jazz.
too. You too.
Okay.
What's been on your mind lately, Mama Fee?
Oh, just
Someone said
actually,
you just evicted Jazz.
Jazz had to get out the house. It's like, bye, boy.
Someone said, Mama Fee, what's in your pocket?
Actually, I don't have any. Well, I do have pockets in my pants,
Can't get.
but I don't have anything in my pockets tonight. That was a quick. Wait a minute. So you got brought back in the house with the what do you call it? Path of power.
Yeah. Power
Yeah,
of
the
invincibility.
passive power.
Jag used it on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Single-handed.
go. Single-handedly brought you back. You didn't even have to fight to get back in.
That's so funny.
So people can hear you better.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, people, you guys can ask questions in the chat too if you want us to talk about specific things. Otherwise, we're just gonna be talking. Oh,
Yeah.
someone asked like, how good was Mama Fee's cooking? I've seen a lot of things about your cooking, Mama Fee, like dishes that you made, how good it was. Incredible, guys. Like her cooking was so good. And the really cool thing for me was, most of my life I've been vegetarian. And so there's a lot of foods that I haven't had before. So I was in the Big Brother house, and a lot of foods I had for the first time while I was in there. And it was like Mama Fee would like, make a lot of different food, and it was delicious. I remember a lot of it. I was like, oh, this is my first time like having X, Y, Z, and Mama Fee would be like, oh my God, like we have it all the time, and like make it, and it was just so like she
I remember
doesn't
you
miss.
saying that because I remember you saying you didn't eat a lot of meat. You hardly ever ate any meat. And we had meat dang near every time I cooked. We had meat every night, and I was like, wow. But I have to say I really was amazed and surprised that you tried so many dishes. So that was good. I mean, you increased your palate while you were in the house.
I mean, I'm always down to like try new foods, try new things, and all of that. And so all of that, it was so cool. Like that was a really fun part of like the whole like experience. You know what I mean? Like the whole, and we had a lot of like family dinners. I know you talked about that a lot, Mama Fee, which is like that was a special time for you like throughout the season where we'd all like eat together and stuff, which is really fun.
I love those family dinners. You say, what am I doing now? Well, I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving with my family. I've got about 10 people coming in from out of town, and we're going to have we'll probably end up with 30 plus people in the house on Thanksgiving, so it's going to be fun.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, it's going to be nice.
Well, people are so funny. Someone said, take out your tooth, Mama Fee. That's so funny.
I did that so much in the diary room. I know they thought I was crazy.
Oh, that is so funny. I love that. Mama Fee, would you do it again?
I couldn't do 100 days again. That was a lot. If there was some type of something where they had like a shortened season, I might consider it. I don't know. I can't even answer that right now.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, I think it was a lot. It was a long, long time. I mean, it's the longest season anyone's had.
Yes.
And so, especially like, it's a lot of stress
It's a lot of
to go through. It's a
stress.
lot of like, for me, and I don't know if you felt this as well, but like one of the hardest parts about it is you have to think about every single person that you're talking to and like, can I actually trust them? Are they lying to me?
Yeah.
You know, and that's not something in real life I've ever had to think about, you know, at that level. It's like, I'm just talking to my friends and family. Like, I'm not like, do I trust them? But in there,
Right.
it's like you have a great conversation with someone, and then you walk away and you're like, well, I hope they actually thought that was a good conversation too, because I don't know.
Right.
And that was sort of like, I was, especially at the beginning of the game, so trusting of people, right? And then, I mean, by the end of the game, I was like, I don't trust anyone. You know,
Right.
I was like,
Right.
but that was
That's
also
what
just like,
that's what Dwayne was saying. He said you were too trusting, Felicia, and I said, well, Dwayne, I said you trust people until they give you a reason to not trust them. I said if you go in and say I can't trust anybody, I said you can't form any relationships like that. So I said until somebody gives me a reason to believe that they're lying, I can't trust them. I said I have to give them the benefit of the doubt. I said because I want them to trust me.
yeah, yeah. No, that's what it is. Like giving people the benefit of the doubt is important, and that's why also, I was talking about like when people show you, like they give you anything,
Yes.
where they're like, I trust you, like some information or something, right? Like that's why like Matt saving me, I was like, that is an ultimate sign of trust.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I was like, and that's what it is. Like if someone says something that's like really, like you, especially at the end of the game, were telling me things that I was like, okay, I trust Mama Fee more than Sari at this point, right? When you were like, oh, Sari went to blue and said that she's the target this week, which blue was the target this week.
And I didn't
Was the target.
realize that at the
She
time.
was the target.
I kept thinking, no, he's not going to get rid of Blue. Why would he do that? And so, now I didn't realize after watching some live feeds, I said, oh, so Serene knew, and she kept hinting to me, but I thought it was just her. And I kept saying, why do you think he's going to get rid of Blue? I really don't think he's going to. And she kept saying, girl, yes, he is. And I'm like, okay, we'll just wait and see. And so then I had to go back and say, okay, so I guess you were right.
And that's why I was so mad. I was like, why would Sari go and start saying this? But the fact that like you then, right, like you came to me and you're like, Sari is saying this. So I was like, well, there you have it. I can't trust Sari and I can trust Mama Fee. I remember going to like Matt too, and I was like, dude, by the way, Matt, Sari just ratted us out. She sold us out to Blue. And she's saying all this out, all these things about how she's the target. Because I was like, nah, at this point, like, I know, like, Mama Fee is more in my corner than Sari, obviously.
Yeah.
And Sari's more in Matt's corner. So I was like, I need a way to also get Matt to see that, like, we need to keep Mama Fee over Sari. You know what I mean? I was like, this is important to, like, and so, like, just planting all, like, talking to him about all of that was also, like, it's like, okay, like, I'm seeing what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. In fact, somebody, I'm trying to remember now, somebody said something to me. Who was it? It was Blue, blah, 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 blah. My mind just went blank because I had a thought I was going to ask you something, and now I can't remember. It left me. It was tied to the Blue, and when did you? I guess what I'll say. When did you actually decide that for sure you were keeping Matt? And like I said, I've said in Mimi's thing, I really do applaud you for doing that. Even though I wanted you to keep me,
Thank you.
I said, you know, they've been aligned from the very beginning. And if he shows that loyalty all the way to the end, it'll probably be the something where if he wasn't going to win, it would make him win. I said, because people will say at the end, if he throws Matt under the bus this close to the end, then it might be the something to make people actually not give you the vote.
Yeah.
And I think that really was probably a saving, even though in my head I initially felt like if you keep Matt, it's crazy. If Matt keeps you, it's crazy. But it probably was each of your saving grace. Now, again, it didn't work out for Matt, but
Yeah. I
but
mean,
he still got second place.
yeah. I think what it was, like, and I've sort of talked about this before, like, I knew it was just the right thing to do. Just because, and you and I had connected on this too, which is just like faith
Yes.
in the house. And um, and you had actually walked in at one point where I was praying, or I had just gotten done praying.
Yes,
Or,
you were in the
yeah,
comic
I was
room.
in the and that was the week I was on the block, and
Yeah.
that was, and so you know this as well, or better than anyone else really in the house. Like, I talked to you about it a lot, but like that week I really did like pray, because that was my sister's wedding was happening that week, and I was like, if I, like, I made it to Big Brother, and now I'm gonna miss her wedding, but like leave right after. I was like, it's the timing of it is the worst possible week.
Yeah.
And so I prayed, and I was like, if there's any way for it to not be this. And then Matt won the power. Matt used it to save me. And so in a lot of ways, I was like, that was the answer to my prayers. And now
Right.
Matt showed me this huge sign of trust. And so the more I thought about it, I was like, look, I know Matt has a great social game. I know he
Yeah.
has won competitions and done really well. You know what I mean? Like, I know all of these things are true. And I know that if I sit next to Matt, or I fully believe that if I sit next to Matt, oh, is she frozen? Oh, I also was like, if I sit next to Matt, I may lose. I thought I was going to lose if I sit next to Matt. And so that's why it was such a big decision for me, because it wasn't just like, am I keeping Mama Fee or am I keeping Matt? Or it wasn't, am I keeping Bowie or am I keeping
Right.
Matt? It's more so the, am I giving everything else up in this game and just staying true to like that loyalty and that character, right? Like all of that. And so that at that point, I was like, okay, cool. Like this, I have to do this. And so that's why I chose to keep him. And
I think it was a good decision.
thank
You know, so this I was gonna say, the day that I left, every week when each time I was on the block, my spirit always, and I know everybody always laughed and thought that, but it was true. My spirit always told me, you're not going home. I could tell when the vote shifted, I could always feel it. And that week that I left on day 96, I knew I was leaving. Because you notice I never
yeah,
came and said, what are you
yeah,
guys going to do? After I talked to you that morning, I said I wasn't going to talk to you anymore, and I never said anything else. I knew I was leaving. Well, a couple of things. Just, again, I always say watch behavior. Um, your guys' behavior shifted a little. Nobody came and said to me that I was staying. So
yeah,
that's always a cue, because usually for the ones staying, they know.
yeah,
And I also said Matt didn't pack all his stuff.
yeah.
I didn't say anything, but he still had his letters on the wall from Riley. And it's like, now
He
he ain't
wanted to.
leaving here.
So funny thing, and I knew you were gonna see that too. He was going to take his like letter down and take his pictures down, like the one with Riley and his family.
Uh-huh.
At that point, like I had told him, I was like, Matt, like, because I had decided, right? I was like, I just have to do the right thing, and that means keeping Matt. And so I told him, I was like, I'm telling you, you are good, and you will be staying. And he still wanted to pack up. He's like, yeah, but you never know. And I was like, Matt, like, keep that up. Like, if you trust me, keep that up. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, I'm not gonna have you, like, I'm not gonna evict you right now and like be like, oh, keep your pictures, keep your letters up. Like, I'm not gonna go to that extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, keep it up. And I knew that you would see that too. And I was like, and that's okay, right? I was like, you will see it. And I think you already know what was going to happen. Not that I couldn't actually go and say
Right.
to anyone, like, I'm not allowed to say, like, hey, you will be evicted or whatever. But, like, either way, like, you knew. But, yeah.
Yeah, I knew, and I was okay because I had gotten tired. I was sitting there saying, I don't even know that I feel like even doing any more competitions. By then, I was completely drained. By day 96, I was physically, emotionally, and mentally drained.
Yeah.
And
It
so I was okay. I said I made it as far as I could go without making it to day 100. So I was okay.
yeah. It was really like it takes so long, like so much energy to make it that far.
Yeah.
You know, like most seasons are not. You know, I mean, you'd be done by like day.
Yeah, day 75, 80. We would have been done almost a whole damn month earlier.
Yeah. So I feel that. I feel like especially by the end, it was like suddenly like everything just weighs a lot more. You know, like I was like, this is just it's so much.
Yeah. 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 It was I enjoyed it though. I think this was a great experience. I wouldn't change any of it for anything in the world. Um I like I said, I do hate that um Sari and I kind of have fallen off because I genuinely liked Sari in the house. I
Mm,
really did. And she was really my bestie. But I when I see some of the live feeds now, the after interviews, I have to assume she didn't feel the same way, and so I you can't do anything about that.
mm.
So if she reaches out to me, I would gladly, like to talk, hold a conversation. But I just feel like I gotta let her be the one to reach out because she's the one that's made the comments that she's made. So I mean, she's saying how she feels, and so I don't push people to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've learned at 63, people are going to do them, whatever that is, and pushing doesn't help. And so I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay right where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know about any of that, but yeah, I mean, it did seem like you guys were really
Yeah.
close. You spent a lot of time together throughout the
We
whole season.
did. We did.
Yeah,
I loved her and Jared. I mean, again, I can see how she probably got offended thinking that I was trying to come into that mother space. And of course, I'm just thinking he's just another guy in the house, but he just reminded me, still does remind me so much of
you
Jair
said that.
that I just
About this.
almost felt like he was a son to me.
Yeah,
Not a true son, but you know what I'm saying. Like Jair's got some friends that he's gone to school with where, they call me, hey mom,
yeah.
and I love him like a son. And that's kind of how I felt with Jared. But I could tell that bothered her that I was moving in that space. And so, and I get it. I get it all day long. So, but you have to
Did,
be a mom to get
yeah.
that.
Is that something that she's, I guess, spoke about, or because I didn't
she,
know about it.
she hasn't actually said anything to that effect about, she felt, well, I take that back. There are some live feeds where she said, that's my damn son and blah, blah, blah. And so,
Mm.
yeah. But of course,
That's
that stuff I would never have seen or known.
yeah, that's tough. That is like it's hard to tell. You know what I mean? Like unless you're in that position, like you said, like
Yeah.
you have to be a mother
Yeah.
to know that feeling or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's one thing. Like I haven't seen live feeds or I haven't seen the episodes back. I haven't seen interviews that other people have had, but that's been intentional on my end because like the game is the game, and like for me, the personal relationships that we built are so real. You
Right.
know what I mean? And that's why, like at no point did I want any of that to get in between it or for me to
There you
even be
go.
like thinking about that type
Yeah.
of stuff because I know that's tough to hear. Um, someone's talking about you or talking about someone you care about a lot. Like it gets tough to hear
Yeah.
regardless. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, hopefully she reaches out or whatever it is. But
I think we'll be fine after a little bit of time passes. And again, because I'm not one to hold stuff. Life is too short to hold stuff.
yeah,
I try not
yeah,
to do that. But, now remember when I told you, and this is why I say people really got to learn to be in tune with their spirit and
mm,
all. Because if you guys remember on day 58 is when they told me about my brother.
yeah,
That's when I went out of the house for about 4 hours.
hmm,
And I told them also that I didn't want them to let me
yeah,
know if and when he passed and I was still in the house.
hmm,
On day 30, which was 2 days later, day 60, which was 2 days later, I went into the diary room and I asked them to could I send a video to my family? Because I said, my brother passed. I can
Yeah.
feel it. And here's the crazy thing. I did that. I think it was about 12 o'clock when I did that, 11, 12. My brother passed that morning at 10 something that morning.
Wow.
And so my family said, they all kept trying to figure out who told you. I said, nobody. I said, because I asked them not to. I said, but I knew it because I felt it. And I went and then I said, I have to do this video because I know my brother has passed. I said, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but my gut is telling me he has already passed, and he had passed that morning. And
Yeah.
so that's why I say when I would be feeling stuff in the house, when I come to say, uh-oh, something shifted, Jag, what is it? I could feel it. And I don't know what it was about, just so I was very in tune with stuff. A lot of times like I said, I couldn't figure out where stuff was coming from, but I always knew something was coming at me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But
Yeah.
I I appreciated that sense of intuitiveness that I really had in the house, because it's really what carried my game.
Yeah. No, it really is. And I remember you talked to me about that too.
Yeah.
Just having that feeling. I remember that day. Um, and yeah, and you're like, I don't need to know, but I just know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you felt, like you knew. Because I think you said like your spirit was telling you
Yeah.
that or something. Um, and yeah, I know throughout the game you talked a lot about like listening to your gut and like knowing things are off. You know, like something just shifted. But yeah, no, I mean, even now, like I hope your whole family is doing well. I'm sending all my love and prayers to y'all. And um, yeah, I know you talked a lot about Thanksgiving, and I do hope you guys have so much fun because I know that's a big thing for your family. A lot of people are getting together, and I hope really it's, I don't know, a really joyous occasion for all of you.
I do too. Um, I don't know when I'm coming to Washington, but when I do, we got to get in the same place. We got to hook up. We're doing lunch. We're going to go live somewhere together so people can actually see
All
us
right.
together and realize we really are good friends.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'm going to get in the room with you. So I really appreciate the fact that you let me come on live with you.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's always such a pleasure. I have so much fun talking to you, and definitely when you come to Washington, we're gonna link up. We're gonna hang out. I'm excited about that, and send me a bunch of pictures of Thanksgiving, the
I
food that
will. I
your
will.
whole family there, the friends, everyone that shows up, because I know it's a big, big thing for your family. So send it over. I would love to see it.
Okay, I
That'll be
will.
exciting. Yeah, yeah,
All right. Well, you guys have a good night. I'll chime in from time to time and just or send you a chat. Hey, Jag. Hey, Jazz. How you doing?
yeah.
And yeah, I want you to know I love you to death.
I love you to death too, Mama Fee. Take care.
All right.
All right. Good night.
Smooches.
Mooch.
Good night. Now you know I don't know how to turn this thing off either.
What I'll do is I'll just end it on my end. I think it'll end it for both of us.
Okay. You guys have a